What's up, y'all? Jodie here. I have another channeled message that's wanting to come through from Mary Magdalene. And I was hearing to share a little bit about my journey with all of this. I have had so much love and support in posting and sharing these channelings, and I want to acknowledge that it has been challenging. I've been hearing to do it for a while, and the ego fear has been coming up of like, oh, you're going to be ridiculed, you're going to be ostracized, all of those old witch wounds from our collective humanity past lives, as well as just like the diminishment of the feminine energy over many years. So I've been amazed at the support that I'm seeing in the comments section. And then there had like literally 1 out of like 300 comments just came up where someone said, Jodie is a false channel. She's not channeling Mary Magdalene, and she knows it. And this like fear and anxiety came up in me because honestly, when I've been hearing to do this, my ego, my mind told me that this wasn't real, right? And that story is so, that viral programming of the mind to control is so pervasive for all of us, and that truly is a viral programming in our society that we all have to overcome in our own way, right? Like whatever you're being guided to do, that is your soul expression. The ego tries to control you and stop and shut it down. Part of this video game of life, I truly believe, is facing that fear and overcoming it and rising above it and following what feels in resonance, what your heart is guiding you to do. And also, for example, my YouTube channel, I had been posting videos doing tarot readings, channeled messages on my own, from my own higher self. And they were all around like, I don't know, 100 views, like something like that. Some got to like 500, 600 views. And the first time I listened to that inner knowing, which had been coming at me for literally like 6 months to channel Mary Magdalene, when I actually did it, that video got 10,000 views. I got clients booked. It was wild. It felt like a dream come true. And I was like, what? This is confirmation from the universe for me that it was the right thing to do, right? To listen to that inner knowing. I still question myself. And I'm going to be honest about that, because I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know everything. I am still a human on this journey. I am very psychically open and receive downloads and messages, and I've been receiving the message to work with Mary Magdalene. So part of what I was hearing that she wants to come through on with this message is discernment. So, pardon me. I'm going to do some deep breathing. Allow Mary Magdalene to come through. Feel free to join me with this breath work. I'm going to do a 4 count in, hold it at the top for 4, and a 4 count out. All right? See you on the other side. Hello, Mary Magdalene here. Thank you for being here. You are here because God, Source, Spirit, your highest self guided you to this message. Trust that, know it, believe it. Use your discernment. Discernment is what I want to talk about today. There is so much manipulation and distortion of the truth in this current matrix reality. Part of your path as a human at this time, especially right now in this collective, if you are receiving this message, you are awakening to the truth within you. No more seeking outside of the self for answers, for validation. You can find knowledge, information, such as this or other videos, resources, books, and consume that knowledge, information, and discern for yourself if it is truth. How do you discern if it is truth? It will resonate in your being. And it will feel like inner knowing, clarity, and peace. When something is not in resonance, when something is a distortion of the truth, you will feel, right now I'm feeling the collective, and it's this tense energy in the body. It feels like anxiety, and it feels like fear. Clearing this fear. This is false light, and there is a plethora of false light in this reality. People, individuals, entities telling you what is true, what is right, what is the right way, how to be in alignment, how to be healthy, how to be spiritually sound. If this feels like a manipulation, if it feels off, if something doesn't feel right or in resonance with you, trust that. This is not a time for you to seek outside of yourself for answers. Sure, find mentors that are grounded in truth, but that will feel like resonance in your whole being. And those mentors should guide you to your inner knowing, your inner trust, your inner guidance, making that connection with your highest self, God, Source, Spirit, more and more solidified, so that you don't outsource your intuition, you trust your intuition. And I understand this is a challenge, especially for those of you who have spent a lifetime not trusting yourself, going outside of yourself for answers, finding the next guru, finding the person that can give you that red pill, blue pill to solve all of your problems. That's not how it works. This lifetime is about you returning inward, using your discernment, sharpening that discernment like a tool. This is a spiritual tool, your discernment. And it's something that you practice and you feel into and you understand with clarity. It takes time, especially if it feels foreign. You are reprogramming your system, your subconscious mind. new neurons are firing and wiring when you do new things. You allow yourself to do things differently and then trust yourself in the process by listening to those internal cues and guidance. If something feels off, that's your discernment. Trusting that something doesn't feel right here. And the prayer, the intention, which is key, which is everything for yourself, needs to be, I am guided by my highest self in every now moment. I trust and honor the information I receive in this now moment from my higher self. Show me clear signs if something is in alignment and if something is not in alignment for my highest good, the highest good of this planet and all beings. Right? Because when you make that intention, you will be guided with that prerequisite of energy. This is a time of coming into your power. This is what the matrix system, false light, does not want. It wants to tell you how to be. That's not it. This is a time of awakening to your power, your inner guidance, and acting with integrity and divine power and authority. And I want to acknowledge that this integrity, divine power, and authority is you being a sovereign being, coexisting in peace and harmony and uplifting, loving support with your community, earth, the plants, the animals, acknowledging the consciousness of all beings here and living in harmony with these other beings here. Being in this power, this authority, inner authority, is never to be in a place of controlling or manipulating others. That's not it. That's part of the false light. So when you are in relationship, communication with others, if there is a disagreement, that's a natural part of this reality at times. And to have a respectful communication and understanding about the disagreement, hold your inner boundaries while also respecting the other's inner boundaries. And if this other person or individual or group is in a distorted light, you don't need to make them wrong. But you hold your space and your power as truth. What is truth for you? What is being in integrity for you? And you just move on. You don't need to convince anyone else. You holding that energy does so much for the collective. It sets a precedent of power and peace that is felt and viewed, and you lead by example. So to respectfully disagree and move along is massive, right? Right now in this reality, there is the manipulation of people being nasty, saying nasty things, fighting. It's rampant. And it's such a distraction from one's own power. Being in a victim mindset, blaming the other, saying you're wrong, you're stupid, you're an idiot. Whatever it is, it takes away from any progress that could be made. there are people that are going to have different opinions in this reality, and that's okay. It is a space of finding that inner truth, being aligned with that inner authority that you are guided to, respecting that, honoring that. And if others don't agree with you, that's okay. You're just not in a vibrational frequency match. So go be in your vibration, your energy, and create what you want to create in integrity and authority. And I'm hearing this masculine energy of protecting that for which you're creating. So if people are attacking you, of course, set boundaries and protect that. And create distance from that discord. Don't take that energy in. It's not welcome here. This discernment is key. So many humans right now are in a space of searching for the truth, searching for purpose. And those answers are going to be found within. Your guides, God, source, your highest self will guide you to different nuggets of information, different experiences, different relationships that will help you on your path to getting there. And those excitement that comes within you about what you find that's guiding you closer to this awakening within, listen to those little nuggets that you essentially are magnetizing in your quantum reality. But this discernment is key in this process. Now, I want to acknowledge too, for Jodie shared at the beginning about channeling me. We have a soul contract. I have been working with her, whispering in her ear, so to say, that it's time to start channeling these messages. And she resisted it. And that's okay. That was part of her process. But the discernment for her was to realize, she felt a little bit crazy. She's very psychically open, very in tune with spirit. And hearing that Mary Magdalene wanted to come through, it was feeling overwhelming, as well as she had to come up against, am I worthy? Am I valuable enough to deliver this message? Yes. Yes, she is. And facing that fear and overcoming it was part of her path. And now, that's also part of this discernment for all of you. The ego brings in all of these patterns, beliefs, living in the subconscious, living in your nervous system, telling you that you're not good enough, you're not valuable, you're not worthy. This comes from wounds in childhood where you self-abandoned. And the discernment is realizing these distortions and these beliefs that you took into your being as a survival mechanism when you were young. These beliefs are not true. They're a viral programming. You came in to this reality to overcome these. That's part of this reality. And when you can discern and overcome, your life will align in the most magical, beautiful ways. That is happening for Jodie right now. There's things that are happening for her that she's been dreaming of, working on manifesting for literally years. And because she's listened to the call and discerned what was true for her being, they're now magnetizing to her reality in her quantum because she faced the fear and did it anyways. I'd like to do a quick guided meditation. Okay. Breathing in. Holding at the top. Releasing out through the mouth. There is a bright light in your heart. It is glistening, sparkling. It is growing. Becoming brighter, becoming larger in its circumference. It is reaching out past your physical being, growing large. This is your heart energy, the quantum compass of your higher self, your soul, guiding you in every now moment. At this time, any and all distortions of this heart light energy are now being removed and cleansed. There is golden sparkling light from source pouring down through the crown and moving through this heart light energy, washing through, removing any and all distortions from this current lifetime, past lifetimes, parallel lifetimes, future lifetimes, ancestral memories, ancestral codings. Any fear implants are being removed. Any hexes, curses, black magic are being removed. Now, this light in the heart center pulsates 3 times, waking up to clarity, inner knowing, and guidance. There is now a diamond in the third eye that is also sparkling with clarity. This crystal brings clear seeing, clear knowing. It is solid. It is powerful. This is your ability to clearly see and discern what is true in your heart, your quantum compass. Your crown chakra is flowering open. There are thousands of white light petals at the crown of your head opening in an infinity, opening continuously. Divine light consciousness is pouring down through the crown, filling the entire system with light. These codes are here to awaken you on your path, to discern what is true for you. Oshanya Kyolaman, you are your own guru. Shinyapa, yeah, you are your inner authority and power. This heart light now comes back into your center, back into the center of your heart. It is a tiny pearl of light, and it holds so much power in every now moment. All you need to do is access your heart energy. And this activation is here. This diamond in your third eye center, bringing clarity, inner knowing, trust to your vision, your highest self, is here to bring clarity and guide you. Your crown chakra is open to divine guidance from your higher self. Archangel Michael is here swinging his sword with flames, cutting away any and all distortion, any and all psychic attacks, and bringing clarity and awareness to all distortion, psychic attacks. Any energy being sent to you is neutralized. Archangel Michael wants you to know that you can call upon his power at any moment for protection and releasing of distortion, manipulation, and bringing you back into your center and power. Rashamya Kyana. Your entire being is covered in a diamond white light that is sparkling with golden flecks. You are embodied in your power, your value, your inner knowing of authority. Part of you awakening to this authority is what changes this entire system. When you change yourself, you change the system. This is a time of remembering that being in your power is everything, in integrity and alignment with the highest good of all beings, Mother Earth and humanity. I love you, I love you, I love you. Now go and create your life and how it was designed for you. Your soul, your higher self, knows the way. Trust the guidance you receive. Hi. Okay, y'all. Love you. If you feel called to book a quantum energy healing session, the link is in my bio. Pardon me. Wow, I think for this one, this is all about discernment. So I'm gonna say a sword because that makes me think of the tarot, like the sword of truth. Oh, Archangel Michael's sword too. Let's do fire and like a light bulb, because that's that inner knowing. Okay, so those emojis, leave them in the comments if you made it here. 30 minutes. I love you. Be well. Thanks for being here. Thank you for your love and support. I'm so grateful, because without all of you, this wouldn't be anything. Right? We are co-creating all of this together. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, God, Source Spirit. Thank you, my higher self. Okay, love you guys. Bye.